Is the mic working? Hello, testing. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Had the mic unplugged until just now. Hopefully you guys are doing alright. Oh, I have got my audio looping back on me. Sorry about that. Okay, how's everyone doing? Hopefully all of you guys are doing alright so far. Going to be doing, actually the Nikke solo raid today. I believe today is the last day and usually takes a few hours, so we'll probably spend the majority of the stream on that. And if we do manage to finish it early, not sure how likely that is, but if we do manage to finish it early, then we'll continue back up with the drawing. So, what's the quick team theory for Stormbringer? I don't know as far as teams 4 and 5. Your standards team 1 through 3 are about the same though. So here, I'm about to jump into the game. Let's look at what all of the other people have been doing. I'm going to pause this. I'm also going to turn up, or rather, apply the music from Nikke to our audio cable A. Where is that? There we go. That should work. I should probably turn my tablet over towards me so I can see it. I've got my, what do you call it, Streamlabs on there so I can see my notifications. But, I should be able to hear the game now? Okay, yeah, works out. But yeah, let's take a quick look at which teams are there. I haven't done my dailies yet, so before, or we'll look at the teams that people are using, and then I'll do my dailies, and then we'll do the solo raid. So it shouldn't take too long. Usually, dailies take like 10-15 minutes maybe. So let's do. I guess we have to do, what is it? The level 7 first. Get the batteries. I don't care which team, but as far as I know, each team might need a fire unit. I say might because if you use a unit that can heal people or resurrect them, like Rapunzel or Miracle Fairy Anne, you can get away without having you can get away with not having a fire unit if you're okay with taking less damage, or doing less damage rather. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm still in the process of trying to get my day going. You know what I mean? So apologies if I'm slightly slow to it. Also, probably didn't need to challenge level 7 here. I probably could have challenged like any of the levels. And I just used Modernia's Burst because they're in the wrong order. I don't know why Modernia is in that order. This is just from my last solo raid. I guess in the last solo raid, which was what, Ultra, I used Modernia's Burst? I must have. Which is kind of rare. I try not to, but I think that the team that was here before, or for the team that was here before, it only made sense. Okay, we should be able to beat it up really quickly. There we go. Also, if we're supposed to be seeing Nikke, we're still seeing your art. Oh, my bad. You're right. Good call. Okay, make sure our displays are okay. There we go. Turn off clip. And let's also turn off Itsu Nekomiya really fast. Good call. Good call. Okay. Let's see. I see. Oh, by the way, saying hello to everyone. I see Debt Legacy, 2100, Biggie 69420, Christian Kim, Doomboy Koi, The Boss, Ramada Vile Q, Tot Demolisher, and Momo. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Oh, and did I get Ramada? I might have. I think I did. I think I did. Here, so let's get the batteries. Nothing super substantial just yet. I was hoping I'd get enough to upgrade one of the cubes, since I know one of them is really close. But here, before I do my dailies, let's see what people are running. So the person that's at number 1 right now is running... Oh, that's interesting. He put Black Shadow Scarlet with Modernia and Leader on the Bunnies team, which makes sense because I know people are using Killer Wife D with the Schoolgirls, and then Alice... what was it? Alice and Red Hood. Big reason for that being the fire element. Or at least I think a big reason for that is the fire element. Not to mention, obviously, D upgrades both of these two to do more damage. So maybe it's just the case that when you run... How do I put it? Maybe it's the case that despite the fact that Black Shadow Scarlet and Alice together are probably one of the best combos in the game, maybe for this particular fight it doesn't matter. Or who knows, maybe the buff that D provides these two is actually more substantial. Let's see, especially when 70% of the game is iron. Or chat, have I ever mentioned how much I hate element checks, especially when 70% of the game's iron? A lot of the DPSs are iron, for sure. And as far as fire DPSs, I mean, you might like this. Right here, look at that. Drake is viable. The number 1 person is using Drake right now. Are they... There's no shotgun team, though. It's just Drake. Let's see. 2B, I forgot, is also a fire unit, so that makes sense. Ooh, they used... On the Snow White team, they used Maxwell, Noise to tank so that Snow White doesn't die, and then Sakura as the burst one. Or as, well, the other burst one with your fire element. That's some good damage, too, for this team. Look, it's doing comparable damage to the Dorothy team. I guess when I look at the Dorothy team, there aren't a lot of damage dealers. There really is only Winter Ludmilla and Dorothy. So when I look at a team like this, I mean, Maxwell and Snow White are kind of better DPSs in general. Interesting. Helm is the healer on this team. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense. And then Scarlet doesn't really need to use her burst effect in order to deal damage. She's a really good sub-burst 3. Okay, what about some other team comps? Alice and Maxwell. Wow, okay. Alice and Maxwell. Did they use Black Shadow Scarlet? They did on the Sakura team with the other Scarlet and a leg. Okay. Neelister. What the fuck? That's sick. Okay, that's interesting. I imagine this is a... Well, I was gonna say it's an invested Neelister, but look, 0 stars. I mean, we can't tell what their skills are at. Maybe this is a 10-10-10 Neelister, who knows, but... That's pretty interesting. And then... Helm, Winter Ludmilla, 2B. Okay, so... A little different. But they kept 2B, Mast, and Helm on the same team. That makes sense. Did this person use volume? I actually... Okay, they did. Yeah, it was on that team as well. Okay. Let's go... Let's skip around a bit. What do you use? Yunwa. What the fuck? Okay. Wow. Why? I mean, Fire Element, yeah, but... Was that really their only choice? Did they use Neelister elsewhere? I feel like this should just be Neelister. Is Yunwa not just, like, hard throwing? I don't even know what Yunwa does. The fuck does Yunwa do? She's a defense shred, right? Defense shred? Or attack shred? It's one of the two. All I know is she's a debuffer of some kind. I actually looked at her kit kind of recently. Yeah, defense shred for 30% for 5 seconds after firing last bullet. And then she deals a little bit of damage and then ups your crit rate by 5%. Nice. 5%. 5 a whole percent. That's sick. And then she buffs herself because, you know, you definitely want your burst 2 to be dealing damage, am I right? Interesting. Okay. Fire burst 2. I mean, yeah, but why wouldn't you want, like, Neelister, though? Why Yunwa over her? I mean... 30% defense shred every last bullet, I guess, isn't the worst thing ever. You know, it just seems so weird. Other than, like, Fire Burst 2, I get. But if we're thinking of Fire Burst 2s, wouldn't Neelister be better? I know Neelister isn't some crazy damage dealer or anything, but surely the damage you'd get from Neelister is better, right? I mean, I don't know. They're running Yunwa and they got into top 30, so Yunwa must be quite decent. Yeah, this person that used that same team but with Neelister and got a little bit more. I mean, obviously we don't know the investment on these units. That's interesting. Neelister on this team as well. This seems to be a really popular team. Everyone seems to be running this one. Huh. What are some of the other teams? Everyone seems to be using 2B Helm and Mast. 2B Helm, Mast, and Volume together, and then that last spot seems to change. Let's go. What about people that scraped into the top 50? This team comp is also really common. Like, I've been seeing a decent bit of Drake in some of these teams. I think this person's copying the person at number 1, right? I think these are the exact same team comps. This one's in a slightly different order, but Sakura, Noise, Snow White, Maxwell, Novel. The 4 I mentioned earlier, plus Scarlet. Alice, Red. Okay. I'm just skipping around to see what people do about this person. Same team. This team's a little different. This one used Black Shadow Scarlet instead of regular Scarlet. Oh, actually, they didn't even use 2B, did they? No. Looking at a completely different team. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Which one did this or which team did this replace? Going for top 200? I'd like to, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've been less driven to get top 200 now that Soline is not as usable because of all the power creep. Because one of the reasons I really wanted to get top 200, top 50, whatever I could manage, although I was pretty far from top 50, I got like 180 or something. But one of the reasons I wanted to do that is because I wanted, you know, Soline to get her time in the spotlight, you know? But now that there's so many burst 3s introduced into the game, it's like, fuck, I don't really care. Treasure system trust? I hope so. I like that the treasure system is going back and making a lot of not viable characters viable again. Or in the case of viable again being like a Lapis, who was once super viable in the whatchamacallit fight. I'm forgetting the name. Chatterbox. She was once like probably the best burst 3 for that fight. But, you know, obviously as time has gone on, she's gotten power crept pretty hard. So I like that the treasure system exists and that it's going to be taking a lot of those Nikke who don't quite see as much use and then get them to see more use. So that's good. I do hope that Soline does receive one of those buffs, because that would be nice. I'd prefer Neilister because of burst gen. Yeah, it's very strange to not use Neilister on that team, and then to instead use Yunhua. I see the idea though. I mean, defense shred, it's not very substantial, but like if you spam her last bullet, you can basically get minus 30% on the boss like the whole time. And in solo raid, defense shreds are more viable. So I guess it does make sense. It's just kind of strange. Here, let's do the rest of our dailies, and then we'll jump back into the solo raid with our teams. It seems like most people have come up with more or less the same teams, so it shouldn't be too hard. Bursting sooner is more important in my opinion. Yeah, I could see that. I just gotta... Or as far as I can see that, I would agree with that, yeah. I just got Modernity. Oh, hell yeah. Very nice, very nice. What's going on in the Wild Corn, by the way? How's it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day so far. What skill should I level on her? Her skill 2 is really good. Her skill 1 is just more damage. Honestly, both her skill 1 and 2 are just more damage. And as long as you get her burst to level 4, you're fine. Her burst doesn't really need some any level ups. Unless you need it to deal more damage, I guess. God, Soline's just the best. Look at that. My god. But yeah, Modernity is a unit you could invest 10-10-10 in. She's like really solid in that. You don't really need a level 10 burst, but it doesn't hurt, especially if you push campaign. Other than that though, you know, I would say like high investment in her skill 1 and 2 are going to be good, with her skill 2 maybe being a little bit better than her skill 1. But again, it's not like a huge deal. You can kind of go any direction. I have her at 10-9-6. Yeah, it makes sense. I think I have her at like 10-10-9. Because I push campaign quite a bit. I got a second copy of Red Hood on D's banner. It's not bad, we take those. I still need to put D in my, whatchamacallit. I need to put D in the synchro. Why must Stormbringer be so ass? Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite fight in the world. What am I doing? There we go. Yo, Cavus Pop, and I have some great news today. I was giving my laptop, insert dramatic pause here. I was giving my laptop, I have given my laptop the D. I finally installed my 1TB SSD as a D drive. Okay. I was a little confused. I was like, what do you mean? What could this possibly mean? I finally Oh, I have a grand total of about 1.4 terabytes of storage. Not bad, not bad. I definitely feel like I always run out of storage all the time. I moved all my art stuff to my NVMe drive, and man, it's already running out of space. I'm like, I think it was a 1 terabyte drive that I put in there, and still it's kind of messed up. Yo, cat. Oh, already read that. I think I got everything. I'm kind of curious to see what's happening with these people. Okay, Hisui was knocked down by Aflo, who keeps fighting these people at the top. I'm kind of interested in what's happening in the arena. On the bait, like, even though people have stopped challenging me as of like almost a week ago, I did get placed somehow out of top 6, despite never having left the top 6, and that made me really confused. I was ranked 6 the entire time, and yet I finished in 7th place. Mind you, there was like a 2-hour period after like the update where they added D, where unfortunately my outpost, because I had just overslept and missed getting my outpost stuff before maintenance, I missed like 2 hours worth of arena materials, which was pretty bad. Still really surprised though that I finished in 7th place. It was only 2 hours, maybe even less than that. Hope you've been practicing mock battles, because Stormbringer is mauled heavy. I haven't been practicing at all, no. I have watched some people play, and I saw it was a pretty frustrating fight, but I feel like all of these are frustrating fights, to be honest. Like, all the solo raids have been frustrating. The last solo raid was like rip out hair intensive, if that makes any sense. What was the last guy called? The crystal one? Because there was a strat where if he shot one of the skills at the right unit, you could iframe the like big cannonball that blasts your whole team to oblivion. You could iframe it, and you'd be totally fine. And that was the most inconsistent fucking strat of all time. Holy shit. So I kept trying to go for it. Yeah, Crystal Chamber. I kept trying to go for that fucking strat, and it just, you know, it would work the first time, but then I tried it the second time, like a minute into the fight, and then it wouldn't work, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing it the same way. That was horrible. Iframe practice. It wasn't even iframing practice. Iframing, like, it's precise for sure, but I don't really need practice with it. It's purely just that it was an inconsistent strategy. I think even the devs came out and apologized for it. Because, like, depending on your character's animation or depending on what character was shot at, you just might not be able to iframe it at all. It was really inconsistent. So one of the ways to make it consistent was you kind of needed a taunter that could consistently do that. But the problem was if you had a taunter on your team, I mean, there's no good taunter, or there's no taunter where you're not losing damage, so. How much must I donate to have you try my solo raid? I'll let you know after I start molding on the current one. We'll figure out how angry this one makes me. And if it makes me too angry to ever want to look at it ever again, 500 bucks. If it's not too bad, I don't know. I'd be open to some offers. Start with an easy schoolgirls team. We'll do. Although it's funny to think of the schoolgirls team as being the easy one. I don't know. That's such a funny concept. Hey, Hatkid, what's up? What's up? Have you been doing the solo raid, or have you done the solo raid yet? We're about to grind it out on stream, and I'm looking forward to it. Kind of, not really. I mean, I like solo raid a lot, don't get me wrong. I've liked it a lot less now that Soline isn't a top tier burst 3, or a top tier underrated burst 3. I mean, she still is, but like, it's hard to fit her in a solo raid team these days, unless it's an iron boss. Which just makes me sad. That was one of the big reasons I cared so much about solo raid. Regardless, I still want a good score. I still want to get top, like, if I can get top 200, I'd be happy. I'd be okay if I got like top 0.3%. But Oh, I'm about to get sniped. Feels bad. Feels bad. No point in blocking, since it just kills through cover anyway. I have its hell, man. Oh, everyone's been saying that, man. I'm sad. Or not sad, I'm more scared than anything. Well, we'll see how it goes. At least people came up with team comps. When I looked at what people were doing a couple days ago, it was really inconsistent. Like, everyone was all over the place trying to come up with teams. It seems in the last few days, people have kind of come together and figured out, like, which team comps are sick, which ones maybe aren't so sick. Ow. Okay. Hey, Afro King, what's up, dude? Have you done the solo raid yet? If you have, what are your thoughts on it? Since we're gonna be playing it on stream, we're gonna watch me suffer live. I hope it's gonna be a fun time for everybody in that respect. How are you feeling about ReZero? I like ReZero a lot, so I'm really happy. As far as it, like, because I've heard some of the complaints that people have with the ReZero collab, like, oh, it doesn't fit with the theme of the game, or oh, I just don't like ReZero. I mean, fair enough, if you don't like ReZero, you don't like ReZero, but I don't know. I feel like they don't look that weird. Especially when you consider that they're already made units in the game that fight anyways. So I feel like it's not bad. That's my take, at least. Ooh, I don't like the way that this stage is set up. Can I avoid killing? No, I can't. Oh, that's super unfortunate. Oh, that's even more unfortunate. Fuck. How fucked am I? Pretty fucked? Potentially. Please don't start charging. Please. Oh, we're fine. That unit's a lot less tanky than I thought it'd be. I'll take the Remass and Nikke. Hopefully they give us something there, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, when I look at Rem and Rum's, or Amelia's design for that matter, I don't really think of, like, fan servicey, but maybe they'll surprise us. I think that's probably one of the reasons why some people are maybe a little iffy on this collab as well. Again, I like the collab. I love ReZero. It's one of my favorite series. So, I mean, as far as, like, favorite series of all time, I usually tie it at number 2 with Mushoku Tensei. Albeit, I do think Mushoku Tensei is probably my number 1 favorite series of all time after having read the light novels. So, cannot wait for the savior of the PlayStation 5 to show up in this game. The savior of the PlayStation 5. Are you talking about Stellar Blade? Or at least I assume you are. I believe hard mode on this one unlocked today, right? Ah, yes it did. Okay, cool. Let's grab all of these then. Seriously, the PlayStation 5 has no good games. I feel like consoles these days, I don't know. They're just kind of like budget PCs. Maybe it's just because I'm out of that space or I haven't been in the console space for a super long time. But when I think of consoles, I don't know, I don't see the hype that I did like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? They did have Spider-Man 2. Fair enough, I guess, but I don't know. Is it just me? Like, are consoles just not as big as they used to be? Are people just all in the PC market these days? Because it feels like everyone's in the PC market. Although maybe it's because the console market has a lot less... I don't know. Maybe it's a lot less competitive than it used to be. Back during the days of, like, the Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. You know what I mean? Consoles are mid. I mean, I've always thought as much since I've had a PC for a long time, but like, I don't know. I remember it being a much more competitive space. Like, oh, I really want to get this console because they're gonna have this game or something to that effect. I feel like there are just so few of those these days. And there's so few people like repping their favorite console or, you know, hating on other consoles because it's not the console that they own. I feel like that doesn't happen these days, which I think is a generally good thing, but still. I just remember from a time where, like, I don't know, you could see people fighting over, like, oh, the Xbox is better. No, the PlayStation 4 is better. Or whatever it was, PlayStation 3, I don't remember. But it's basically no contest anymore. Xbox lost hard 2 generations in a row. Yeah, and then it's just, what, Sony and PlayStation at this point? The Xbox is basically just a mini PC, which, low-key, I think is a good way to swerve that. You know what I mean? It also doesn't help that Xbox has like no exclusives anymore, since both Gears wasn't exclusive, but since Halo is now on PC, like all of the Halos, like why would you buy an Xbox? That was kind of the one exclusive. I mean, the other one was Gears, and all the new Gears games are on Steam. To be fair, those are the bad ones, but still. I think it's like, what, Gears 1 is on Steam, and then Gears like 4 and 5. I'm not even looking where I'm shooting. I hate this fuck-ass raid. We'll find a strat together. We got this. As far as I understand, because I did watch a couple of days ago, I did watch SkyJLV's video on the solo raid. Whenever you get that QTE that kind of looks like a V shape, you want to delay it as long as humanly possible while shooting at the boss. Because otherwise, if I recall, there's like a team wipe attack, or a cover wipe attack that's really hard to deal with. Hey, Naughty Tiffany, what's up? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Let me see if I can get you a shout out here. If you guys haven't seen Naughty Tiffany's stuff, please make sure you guys are checking her out. She does some wonderful work, and it's definitely someone to be supporting. You become a, I can become a, to become a delinquent force? What's going on, Juan? How's it going? I'm not sure if I understand. It might have been a typo. You might have been, what is it? I guess typing in a circle. I've done that many a times. You know, when you're like typing a, I don't know, some kind of sentence, and then your brain's like a few words behind where you're actually typing. Or the other way around, your brain's a few words ahead of where you're typing. So you just start like either repeating words or cutting them out. Yeah, hopefully you're having a great day. I'm just doing some Nikke for now at the start. Well, I mean, we're probably going to be doing Nikke throughout the stream, and then if I have more time, I'll do art. So that'll be where we go. Love your anime games. This one's a lot of fun. I don't know, I love the gameplay loop of Nikke. It's really satisfying. Like right now you can't tell because I'm doing a, what is it? I'm doing an event and I'm like massively over leveled for the event. So I'm just kind of going through one-shotting everything. It's not too hard. But we'll see me struggle in a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. We'll start to see where this game really shines. How do you feel about the ReZero collab? I'm excited because I really like ReZero. I know some people were a bit confused, like, oh, ReZero's not super hype right now. Oh, you know, it doesn't fit the aesthetic of the game. As far as aesthetically, Rem and Rom fit aesthetically perfectly. I don't see the problem there. Like, we already have made characters in the game, you know what I mean? So their designs don't look too out of place. As far as Amelia, I don't think she looks that out of place when you consider characters like Dorothy, but you know, it is what it is. I really like ReZero. It's one of my favorite series of all time, so I'm happy to get these characters. You know, Rem is one of my favorite anime waifus of all time, which I guess is a kind of popular statement. I don't know if it's still popular these days, but yeah, I don't know. I like all the characters, so I'm really excited for that. I hope they have good kits. I'd like for them to be viable. I want them to be about as viable as like 2B and A2 were when they came out. Basically on that edge of like, you can use them in solo raid, but they're not meta. I want them to be that good, roughly. Other than that, I don't know. It's a collab. It's cool. Happy to have the characters. I think they're fine in terms of the aesthetics. Oh, as far as the one other thing I brought up, a lot of people saying it's not hype. I mean, it's getting they're getting a season this year. Like season 3 of ReZero is about to come out, so I feel like it's, in terms of drumming up hype, I think it's good. You know what I mean? Season 3 was announced last week. Well, it was announced a long time ago, but I know that it's coming out this year. Or rather, they announced that it's coming out soon, right? Let me double check that. Mind Melista, Season 3 ReZero. I'm pretty certain they said it's this year. Oh, actually, they haven't said what year it comes out. Interesting. I thought it was this year. I might have made up that bit. Maybe just because I saw the teaser. The teaser came out back in November. So it's been a little while since it was announced. And Gato, what's up? What's up? Let me do this real quick. There we go. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Thanks very much for tuning in. Even though that show is old, I've seen a lot of merch of those twins, Ram and Ray. Do you mean Ram and Rem? But yeah, they get a lot of merch because they're super popular characters. As far as the show being old, I mean, Season 3 is about to come out. I wouldn't call it too old. Even though I'm a casual fan of the show, I watched it a long time ago and I liked it. I like it a lot. I think it's a fantastic show. It does feel like somehow in the last few years it's become underrated, which feels strange, considering how much it like lit up the anime scene back in like when the first season came out in 2016, and then again when the next season came out circa like 2020. So it feels strange to hear people so like down on the show. I've seen so many people like negative on the collab. All right, this is the hard mode cutscene. I'd read it, but I don't really want to do my impressions of Dee and Rosanna. I know that they're hinting at the person behind Dirty Backyard, like the bad guy behind that arc, and then the bad guy behind this arc are the same. Are one and the same. Sixo, that was the name. I couldn't remember. I figured they would talk about her. So yeah, they're trying to hype up a new bad guy. And I'm fine with that. I feel like as far as the... What was it? As far as the bad guys that currently exist in Nikke, a lot of them have kind of been... The problems that a lot of them presented, I guess you could say, have been solved. So it's cool that they're trying to like slowly introduce this new character Sixo into the fray. Let's grab all the shop goodies. There we go. I feel it's because 2B was such an amazing collab. It made itself the standard of a collab, a character that was sexy and massively popular. That's why I'm down with the ReZero collab. I don't hate it, but I would have loved something else that a bunch of other people love. There are a lot of people happy for the upcoming collab. I'm happy for them. I guess, I mean, I do agree that 2B was probably the best fit you could get in Nikke. There's probably no character that would better fit into the aesthetic of the game. As far as other collabs, though, I really do feel like you can't get any closer than that. How do I say it? I feel there's no collab that would have satisfied people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what other collab would have characters that fit within the Nikke universe all right? Because, like, 2B, A2, they fit pretty well. But, I mean, who else, really? Street Fighter Dead or Alive? Nah. If it was Street Fighter, hard fucking pass. That game is 0 waifus. Dead or Alive, I would say that fits into Nikke aesthetic a lot less. Cyberpunk would have been okay, but I don't see it being that different from, whatchamacallit, ReZero, really. I don't know. Like, I want Cyberpunk also, but I don't see it as being so different from the ReZero collab. Downside, how about you? What would you like to have? Probably this, but I don't know. Let's see. Just some downtime. Okay, I figured that was the wrong answer. Yeah. Devil May Cry. Are there any girls in Devil May Cry? Is there a single waifu in that series? I couldn't name one. Cyberpunk would have been good. I feel like it would have been about the same. I don't know. Like, I like Cyberpunk, don't get me wrong. Like, Edge Runners is really great. As far as aesthetically, it maybe would have fit slightly better. But, I don't know. There really are no series that would fit as well as Nier. Nier was just the match made in heaven. And I don't think... I think that expecting every collab to be like that one's going to be a bit rough. From one video that Chainsaw Man lacks sex appeal? Yeah, I liked a fuck ton of that. I just didn't give a flying fuck about the Chainsaw Man collab. Other than I thought it was cool that there was a collab, and I like Chainsaw Man a lot. But, like, just because I like Chainsaw... Like, I have power, I guess, but... Just because I like Chainsaw Man didn't really have me super excited to want to play it. Also, let's pull on stream. Oh, did I not have enough? Ah, fuck it, let's do it anyway. 600 gems, who cares? Damn, unfortunate. That's my phone, right? Where's my phone? I'm just gonna not bother with Stormbringer Shift. I literally tried to make a color scheme that obscures the telegraphs as much as possible and succeeded. A color scheme that obscures the telegraphs. For this fight? I'll see. I haven't played it yet, but is it really that bad? In that respect, at least? Doesn't look like I'm using Tove, so I don't want to upgrade Tove. Let's. Where's Killer D? Or Killer Wife D? We'll upgrade her. Oh, I must have already put her in my synchro. There. Yeah, I did. Might be enough to level this up to level 5. Damn it. So close. Unfortunate. Take what we can get. The fight is unreadable when using Red Hood or Alice. I can understand Red Hood, but in the sense of Red Hood, you can just switch characters. Why Alice, though? Shift Up desperately needs to make sniper scopes more visible. Oh, I guess because sniper scope. I was thinking like Red Hood sniper scope being, whatchamacallit? Because of like the how do I put it, the recoil on the scope, I guess I would say, being kind of awful. Here, let's level up characters as well here. I can't see the core when I use Marion. It's a little annoying when I know I can turn it off at least. Why can't you see the core? Or is something obstructing the core? Because unlike the scope issue, there's no scope there. So I'm a little confused. Oh, I forgot to reclaim those yesterday. Wow. We need... Okay. There's something like 6,000 of these, right? Ah, close enough. And then we needed... a few more of these. Should be enough. You're probably right about 2B. It was a match made in heaven. There'll probably not be another collab like Nier. I assume is what you mean to say. But yeah. Like, I can see why people would be a little disappointed in as much as it's not as good as Nier. But I don't think any collab would have been as good as Nier. You know what I mean? So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I had my expectations set right in the middle. I'm not disappointed, I guess. Maybe people expected it to be on that same level, but I genuinely have no idea what you'd have to collab with to be on that level. Yeah, maybe Girls Frontline would have been like... I mean, there's no way gacha games are going to collab with one another. There's simply no way. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess Railgun has the Toaru gacha in Japan. Here, let's just double check what the teams were. I'm just going to copy and paste some of them, and then we'll switch them around a bit. I liked this person's teams, I feel. They're pretty simple. I can run, like, all of these teams. Thank you very much to... Is that... Tebow? Thanks very much for dropping the follow. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a great day yourself. Yeah, I think I can run all of these teams. This team will be a bit weird because I don't know who I'm going to play as. Probably Noir. I don't want to play as Black Shadow Scarlet. I mean, I could. It's just, fuck, it's so hard, man. She is easily the hardest character in the game to play. Some people would tell you Alice, but Alice, you just shoot as fast as humanly possible. It's not that hard. Like, there is a rhythm to it, but the rhythm's simple. Black Shadow Scarlet's rhythm is so fucking difficult. I'm just gonna save all this person's teams. Did I get everything? I think I copied all of them. Oh my god, I'm copying them to the same fucking slot. I've never done this before. Okay, so this will be... Let's just start from the top. Team 1. This will be Team 2, I guess. Team 3. 4. And 5. Okay. So now that we have that basis to work off of, I don't know if I'm going to adjust these teams all that much, other than maybe the orders. You can copy people's teams? Yeah. I don't recommend copying them one for one, because your investment's not going to be the same as theirs. So take that into account when you do that. Do I like this team? This team has no cover repair. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. So this person didn't use the Biscuit team. I kind of want to use the Biscuit team. A, because it's fun, and B, because I have good investment in those units. It's not that I don't have good investment in these units, though. Plus, Biscuit has cover repair. This team has no cover repair. That makes me kind of scared. Let's say I used Biscuit. We still do need the fire unit, though. That's the thing. Oh, right. They were using Neelister, right? My Neelister has so little investment, though. I still think that it would be better than Drake, though. This is a long-range fight. I don't think Drake's very good. I think that... Well, then, I don't know. This team does have decent synergy. It's just the lack of cover repair, man, that I really dislike. Do we need Marciana on this team if we have a healer and Biscuit? I feel like that might be kind of unnecessary. I mean, again, that's why they use Neelister, but... So it looks something like this, right? Yeah, you need the fire code. This should be a decent bit better. Biscuit's there for Summer Honest. I mean, she also buffs Dorothy, though. Plus cover repair, which I'm valuing heavily. I've seen people play this fight, and cover repair and a healer seem very necessary. That does free up Marciana. Would I want to use Marciana anywhere? Maybe here. Well, I guess Mast is there to... It is worth noting that, I mean, Biscuit's cover repair is good. Her healing is not that good, though. So I see why Marciana would be a sick egg. Biscuit's married to Summer. Yeah, usually. And I guess, well, yeah, maybe for this team as well. Would I want Summer over Winter Ludmilla? Because Winter Ludmilla for the long range, otherwise this team has no damage from a range, right? This team's kind of iffy. I don't know. Man, I liked the idea. I don't know. Summer does great damage still, but she doesn't kill the boss parts. Maybe that's not super necessary. We could try this. I'm still a little scared about whatchamacallit, not being able to kill the little tops, little rocket launchers up top. Okay. Not looking forward to playing as this team, but I feel like it hopefully isn't too hard. I just don't. I know so little about Sakura. Should I upgrade these to level 4? I feel like it's not super necessary. Cooldown a burst kill. Does that scale? Oh, fuck, it scales, dude. What the hell? I guess I have to have that at 4. That sucks. Okay, 30 seconds is not bad. If you put a resilience cube on Biscuit and have Privity there... Yeah, I know of the infinite ammo thing. That's what I did in the last couple of solo raids. Actually, it might have been you that was telling me about it before as well. Like 3 or 4 solo raids ago, maybe? Someone in chat was telling me about it. It might have been you. Oh. Just be me and select select auto for all team selections and all, but nah. Thanks very much to Sweet Tea Pudding. Thanks very much for dropping the raid. Appreciate that, of course. I do hope you're having an incredible day so far. What's up? I guess we could start with this team. What cube should I put on? Oh, I can upgrade her skills. I know she's a 10-10-10 unit, so I guess we'll put investment there. Thanks very much as well to Ontarto. Thanks very much for dropping the follow. Appreciate that. Nikke as well. How's it going? Still looking forward to it. Would be cool if Nintendo would jump on this. Xenoblade Chronicles would be cool collab. As cool as it would be, I doubt Nintendo would want their name anywhere near Shift Up. Would be cool though. I would love the Xenoblade girls to jump into the game. That would be nice. Honestly, now you mention it, I didn't even consider something like that because I mean Nintendo, right? But aesthetically, that would even look pretty good. We were talking about collabs that would fit the aesthetic of the game, and yeah, I mean that would work. That was the order of these teams. This all makes sense. Okay, let's give it a try. What team do we start with? This team's gonna be horrible to use, I can already tell. What about this one? No cover repair? Hate that. This team probably is easiest. Or this team. This team's also really easy, I imagine. Man can dream. True, true. Why the fuck have I not thought of using Novel? Novel's good. Yeah. The biggest caveat. Yeah, something like that would be really hard because since there's no way Nintendo would ever collab. There's just simply no way. But would be cool. Oh god, Snow White. Yeah, Snow White is already kind of finicky to use. Let's start with this team. And give it a whirl. I used Alice with Black Shadow Scarlet, thought Red Hood works too. Yeah, I saw some people were using them together. Some people were using the Killer Wife D synergy. I'm gonna switch to Red Hood to start the fight. Actually, I'm gonna pause to start the fight. And we're gonna go to simple cutscenes. That way I have more time to think. Since this team kind of requires it. Oh god, the order. What the fuck was... Who did this? Who did this? Why they put Killer Wife D as number one? Oh my god, this is gonna... I'm gonna mess this up. I'm going to. Who the fuck puts their burst 1 in front of Tia? Tia's a burst 0, she goes in slot 1. Fuck! Damn it! This is just gonna make trying to press the button so confusing. 2, 1, 1, 1. Oh my god, these turrets are actually doing very significant damage. Do I need to take cover for that? I hope not. Ah, fuck. Dude, I hate this. I hate this. Okay. Whenever you play with the schoolgirls team, it's so easy to forget where you're at, especially when you put Red Hood on this stupid fucking team. 2, 1, 1, 1. There we go. It's once I have to start pressing things that aren't one that it gets really hard. Oh, I need to use Red Hood's burst too. God damn it. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Although, do I get cooldown reduction? Yeah, cooldown reduction happens on D's skill too, right? Oh, I didn't give D a cube. How much is that going to affect me? Will I feel that? I mean, I know she's not a damage dealer, but... Oh, she has a core now. Okay. Do I need to take cover for that? No? We're good. Do I want to burst right now? Okay. Timed that pretty well. 1, 1, 2. Okay. So this is the part where... Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? What happened? Did Tia break them? I got 1.6 on the solo rate so far. I can't tell if that's good. That sounds good. I wonder why nobody has the balls to actually make a proper hentai game that isn't low effort garbage. I mean, I feel like there are quite a few of those. If you ask me, there are plenty. Welcome to Stormbringer. Why did that happen? This garage just put there for convenience. Yeah. For some of the other team comps. Maybe Tia won't do that this time. And I've already fucked up. I always press 1. Having to press 2 to start. Like, I don't know why this person put Tia second on their team. It makes no sense. Having to start by pressing 2 is the most disorienting thing. I still haven't used Red Hood's burst effect. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Shit. Shit, I was not looking. Ah, I thought I spammed all the buttons, man. Ah, okay. It's fine. I'm thinking so hard about not having Tia shoot and break all of the fucking whatchamacallits QuickTime events. I didn't press the numbers long enough. I didn't spam the buttons for full burst to go into effect. 2. Okay. One, I think. Okay. Why does that count as a fail? Why does that happen? These are my actual runs. I don't really do a ton of mock runs these days. I used to do them like all the time, then I realized I was spending like 5 hours a day on solo raid. And I was like, yeah, it's just not worth. I hate this boss with a passion. Didn't run, took my top 10% finish. Yeah, I already hate this boss. It seems like if you use any rocket launchers in your team, it's just so much worse. I thought this team would be easy, but actually it's really not. Tia's kind of making my life really difficult. Makes me wonder if there are any other teams I need to be wary about because they've got rocket launchers on them. The Noise team has a rocket launcher on it. Oh my god. Dude, why? I'm trying so hard to have Tia just avoid breaking everything. Do I just need to ignore Tia? I ignored Tia the first time. Do I just need to play as her and not do anything? That must be it. That must be it. Surely. Surely that works. My Alice rhythm's not on point. I didn't have any trouble with my Tia damage. I didn't have her equipment crystal though. I don't even know if if I have any investment in my Tia gear. She doesn't really need it. I'm just gonna... What do you mean? What possibly could you mean? I don't understand. They just broke it on their own. I didn't do anything. Maybe the trick is to not burst? I mean, I don't... God damn it. I hate that this person put Tia as the second character in the team instead of number 1. Auto aim also flies all over the place. Yeah. That I was expecting, at the very least. Okay. That was loud. Was that fireworks? Maybe I need to avoid bursting here? No, dude. What the fuck? What do I do? What? Why does it break? So I'm just gonna watch people play this. Hold on. Nikke Solar Raid. Stormbringer. Okay. Let's find the person who's using a Tianaga team. Okay, here's the Tianaga team. They get the quick time event, they immediately switch to Tia. Oh, and they just break it immediately? I thought you're not supposed to. Maybe it's that this team can break it immediately and they're fine, but other teams have to wait. Hopefully it's okay. I don't want to restart this one again. It's fine. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. God damn it, dude. Ah, okay. I settled my fingers on the wrong buttons, so I immediately pressed 2 instead of 1, which meant I used Red Hood's burst, or 3 instead of 2, which meant I pressed Red Hood's burst instead of instead of Tia's. This is the problem with copying other people's setups straight up from the ranked. If you're not used to the way that they play, it feels weird. Because people have their own particular orders for putting their units in. And I do not like the way that this person set up his units. Not at all. I'm having to think so hard every time I see the burst menu pop up. Okay, so again, online, the first person I watched just killed it immediately. It might just be because of this team in particular requiring that kind of a strategy, but hopefully it's fine. 2, 1, 1, 1. Oh my god, my shooting is so slow. Ah. I can't tell if this is going well or not. It doesn't feel like it's going well. We're halfway through the fight and I'm only at 500,000 damage. That feels bad. Man, the core is like not available for so much of this fight. Do I need to block that? I think I do. That's a stun, right? Oh, my damage is looking so bad. Why am I only hitting 1 billion damage just now? Not even. Dude, why does he keep teleporting away? Is he just gonna spam this part of the fight? But he's like gone for most of it. Actually, I have Tia's shield. I don't need to block that. Oh my god, he's just gonna spam this part of the fight over and over again. Oh my god, this is so dumb. What is this? What the fuck is this? Paying very close attention to what is and isn't breaking. This part is the worst. It feels like the worst thing on the planet. I probably didn't play it super optimally either. I should have Tia's shield, I don't need to worry. That's some horrible damage for Team 1. Ugh, what the hell? Why is my damage so bad? Is it cause I... Ah, man. Dude, I don't understand. Because, like, obviously I can look at the end of that fight during the QTE and go, oh, I was able to delay the QTE, I should have just delayed the QTEs. Sure, but when I delayed the QTEs earlier, they instantaneously broke and I failed. So what's the difference? Why didn't I fail the second set of QTEs when it's the same QTE? I don't understand. This fight is ass. It is pretty bad. I mean, Stormbringer's always been a terrible fight, so I'm really sad that Stormbringer is the current solo raid. I don't get it, though. Why was it that for the first, like, 10 attempts, when I was trying to break the QTE circles and leave one alive, all the rest of the units just instantaneously broke one of the white circles and I failed? But at the very end, when that phase just loops over and over and over again, I just didn't fail it. So I was able to let it live, which meant that the whole time I should have been doing that. But obviously I knew that, but it didn't work, so why did it start working? I don't understand. Why was Tia breaking the QTE circles to start and then she stopped? Why was that a thing? Because this damage should easily be 2 million or 2 billion. The fact that it's 1.4 is horrendous. This is so ungodly terrible. So yeah, that's making me a bit sad. God, should I just get all the hard teams out of the way? That was supposed to be an easy team, man. This team looks like it's going to be horrendous to play as well. I don't want to play this one. Let's do it now. What cube does she even want? Just give her resilience. I don't know, assault cube, I guess. I don't even, agent, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, that looks fine. At least, no, this team does have a rocket launcher. I was gonna say, at least this team doesn't have a rocket launcher, right? So I can delay the QT. No, it does. It does have a rocket launcher. Whose burst do I start with? Probably Sakura's. Attack up by caster's attack. Yeah, this one. Thanks very much to Kazari Nonatsu. Yo, thanks very much for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day yourself. I appreciate your presence in the stream tonight. I swear, man, time flies. I didn't even realize it's already been 4 months. Yo, I appreciate you sticking around throughout all of that time, of course. And hopefully I've been able to provide you some good stuff. I'm doing my best to get some Nikke content out there, at least for this solo raid, so we'll see how that goes. But thank you so very much. Are you excited about the upcoming collab with ReZero? Yeah, I'm super excited. I really like ReZero, so I think it's gonna be a fun time. Okay, see, this team's much easier. Unfortunately, this team has no way to kill these stupid fucking rocket launchers. Oh my god, it didn't kill. Oh my god, it didn't kill. Snow White, why? Please, just kill. Snow White, please. Okay. We killed it on time, it's fine. That's a lot of damage. Oh, I should have shot! 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 Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. This is acceptable. Holy shit, Noise is almost dead. Delay this one as long as possible. See, I don't understand why it's so much easier now. Whatever. My first team was probably insanely suboptimal then, but I don't know why. Why did it not work the first time? Oh, shit. I need to switch characters. There we go. That time she killed it in one shot. Break it, break it. Did that miss? There's no way that missed. I don't even care. I don't even care. Why should I care? Why did it do that? How deep into the fire are we? A minute? 1 minute, 11 seconds. Okay. So, around a minute 20, I need to spam Noise, and I need to play as Noise so that she doesn't die. Right? Cool. Great. Love that. Sick. Fucking great. Another thing to remember. Okay. Give me a second. I need to compose myself so I can do this again. It's okay. We missed one of Maxwell's bursts. This is for the best. Dude, I cannot clean off my glasses for some reason. There we go. Okay, you know, it's fine. So I'm going to deal damage to one of these, wait until I'm at 100% charge and break the other one. Okay, much better that time. Okay, Noise doesn't have cover, which sucks, but... This is where we delay again. As long as we can. Same thing as last time. Break turret 1 if we can, or Deal damage to turret 1, break turret 2. Take control. Noise. Charge this, and then we're immediately going to take control of noise. Because we're about to get hit with the one laser attack, and I don't want her to die off the off of her taunt. Take cover. Okay. Right on time. Same part of the fight. Okay. Delay this. I imagine we're gonna have to take control of noise here so she doesn't die. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not the worst thing. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna. Wait. Oh man. Sakura's stunned. It's probably still okay. Dude, this team's doing no damage. So, what a struggle. I love this. I mean, I guess this is like Team 5 anyway. It's not a huge deal, but... Oh, why'd it clear? Why'd it clear? Why'd it clear? What? Oh, I see what happened. And that's just tragic. Whatever, I don't care. Apparently she needs to charge her shot to actually break them. I just assumed I could fire at them max speed. 400,000 damage. Ugh. Oh, that's so terrible. Shockingly, that was easier than than Team 1 though. I have no idea how, but it was. This team has no cover repairs. That's gonna suck, but... What a strange order they put this team in. I guess it's because... I really can't come up with a reason. It's fine. Let's do it. Sakura's viable on a team. Yeah, you need fire element in this boss fight, unless you have a healer that can resurrect people. Which, I mean, you can do, but as far as I understand, it's not the most optimal way to play this fight. I imagine I want to spam Helm's last bullet here to give 2B. Where'd she go? You know, to give 2B crit, right? We're just here to give 2B crit. That's all we're doing, right? Thank God. I was just, you know, spamming her. What the fuck was this? How'd she die? Please tell me. This... Ah, man. Does this mean my 2B's not invested enough to survive this fight? Because that's going to make me so sad. Oh my god, she's dying. She's going to die to that. I thought she'd be fine. And she wasn't. Cannot make a decent E team. You can just copy some of the ones at the top of the leaderboards. Albeit, what I'm noticing now with this team is that I don't think my investment is the same as those people at the top. Because I know my 2B isn't fully invested. And neither is my mast. I think that's making a pretty big difference. Oh my god, 2B healed for like nothing! Oh my god, she's almost out of cover too! I don't have cover repair on this team. What is this? Is it me or is the fight different? That's weird. It was supposed to go to this phase earlier, unless it keeps going around, unless you kill the boss. I'm very... How'd she die? The fuck? I don't understand. Why'd she die? The first part really sucks if you didn't throw money at her. Seems like it. Everyone was using 2B though. Ah, man. There's not a lot of fire units to go around. I just assumed my 2B would be strong enough, but that's clearly not the case. I don't have full overload gear on her and everything, and I think that's why this is a struggle right now. I might not be able to use this team. I keep seeing the bullets coming her way. Dude, what the fuck? I don't think I can use this team. How can we fix this team? Marciana instead of Mask, probably? Yeah, I think that would fix it. I think that's all I need to do. Ah, that's so annoying. Let me, switch over off display capture real quick, because I need to restart my game. Since this is not a mock run, I can't just restart. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. That sucks. Waiting for the game to come back. I whaled 2B and still got like 4 copies. That's fair. I did not whale at all for 2B. My 2B is about as low investment as you can imagine. And I am certainly suffering for it right now. Since I imagine all those people at the top of the scoreboard, they probably didn't need to worry about this fight so much. It's like, oh, 2B will just tank everything, it's fine. But I can't do that. Now let's go to audio capture, default, and back to audio cable A. There we go. And we can turn display capture on, turn clip off. There we go. Bro, my max core max gear died. Like what, paper? Or your max core 2B died. Oh, it's rough. Maybe you also need high investment mast. You probably need both of them, since they are units that whales do invest in. It makes sense. If I'm not missing too much in the chat. Wonder if and when they'd give another one of the selectors. It'd be nice if we were to get one. Maybe for the 6-month anniversary. I would take another copy of, whatchamacallit. I'd probably take another copy of Naga. Okay, so I can't use this team. I think double healer is the way to go. If I can't use mass to keep everyone alive, or if I can't use mass to keep 2B strong and alive, at least I can use 2B like a lightning rod with fire element, and then have 2 healers between everyone here. Let's do it this way. And in theory, this should be much better. It's not even like my investment in her is that bad. Albeit I could probably spare another level or 2 or 3 maybe. Nah, not 3. I could probably do 2 more levels in her, and this would make a pretty significant difference to her damage. Man, I do not have good overloads on her. Her overloads are shit. I mean, the attack is pretty bad on 2B, actually. Yeah. Okay, let's try it this time. Oh, do I have the cube set? What was it? I gave her the assault cube before. I know it's not super optimal, but it's fine. Let's give her the bastion cube. That's fine. Yeah, these are all fine. I know it's not perfectly optimal. I should just switch between everyone having the resilience and the bastion cube, but it's fine. I kind of want more healing on Marciana anyway, and I feel like that cube's more helpful. So hopefully this will keep 2B alive. Yeah, she's struggling. She's alive though. And double heals here, or double life still here will be really good for keeping everyone alive. Can't really place too many more people to charge burst. God, Scarlet's putting this team on her back. Truly. That sucks. That was... I'm supposed to heal during this time? Okay, we can still heal. It's fine. Okay, this fight's going... yeah... not super well. Could be going worse, though. I maybe wanted Wingman Cube on Helm, but I guess this is fine. Wingman Cube might have just made my life a little bit easier. Are we all stunned? Dude. What? Are you fucking joking? I don't know how I avoid that. Fuck this stupid raid. I can die in a hole. Yeah, I'm not loving this raid, I'll be honest. I don't know how I can avoid Scarlet dying there. Maybe kill the turrets faster, but I feel like I'd have less HP to work with then, right? Because I noticed I could kill the turrets faster if I just do this. So basically if I just play as Scarlet instead of Helm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge as Helm, but otherwise I'm just going to stick with using Scarlet here. 2B, holy shit, she almost died. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god. The boss is just jumping around everywhere. Please be enough to heal. God, please. Okay, surely she lives now. How did Marciana dodge that? But everyone else failed. Okay. It's fine. Clearly my sick iframe strat that I used on her in particular, am I right? Okay, there's only 40 seconds left in this fight. We're honestly not doing that badly. No core spawn, huh? I just realized. I guess the core only spawns if you kill the turrets fast enough. Oh, wait. Core. Yeah, this time everyone got hit. Is he gonna fly over us? Usually he does after that move? Yeah. Okay, how much damage we get? Dude, the damage on these teams is rough, man. Not that I expect this team to do a ton of damage or anything, but still. It feels like I should at least be getting like 500k. Not even getting close to that much feels bad. Like 300? Okay, but at least in theory, these last teams should be a lot easier. Right? Right? Probably. We'll actually have cover repair here on this team with Biscuit and healing. Albeit, I guess that healing won't be all that good for our support units. X. Also, I already realized, I think I need to restart. I don't think I have... I might have the resilience cube off Biscuit. I don't know what I gave Dorothy. I definitely took a cube off Summer... yeah, I need to restart. I took Summer Honest's cube. I remember that. Time to restart the game. Again. For the second time. Time to grab another... and oh wait, actually, I think I still have some energy drink up here. I do. Awesome. There we go. Let's flavor our sparkling water. There we go. Now we got some orange soda that we can mix with it. And let's reroute our audio, go default, then we'll go back to audio cable A. And we can switch back to the game now. Nice. Who's your favorite boss, whether it's the theme or battle mechanics? Kraken. Kraken's so cool. Kraken's just so cool. Also some of the best music in the game, in my opinion, as far as being thematic. Other than that, I mean, the Neelister boss fight I also really like. As hard as it is a cool fight. It's got a little bit of everything, and the song is cool. I like Land Eater's song. Not so much a fan of the fight itself. Mechanically, I think that I really like Gravedigger, actually. A lot of people hate Gravedigger, but that's because they can't aim. As a guy who can aim, Gravedigger's pretty cool. I really liked it. It's kind of a test of your mechanics. And while not that hard, it's fine. I just like that there's a fight that's meant to test your mechanics. I'll say it. I think that people that hate Gravedigger just, it's skill issue. Like, what more can be said? I did just say skill issue. Yeah, I implied it, and I'm going to say it outright. I think it's a skill issue if you hate Gravedigger. Let's just be real. Say it how it is. And then before anybody goes, oh, but aiming on phone or tablet's hard. I beat that fight easily on my phone and on tablet. It's not hard. Like, it's hard when you're new to the game and you don't have units that can kill him. But once you get that, I don't understand why people hate that fight. Like, for me, it makes absolutely zero sense. I feel like all the changes they've made to that fight for things like Solo Raid and Union Raid have made the fight actively worse. Because it becomes less mechanically oriented and more just like a normal boss with a whole bunch of QTEs. And I feel like that's a lot less impressive. Not to mention shotguns are viable in Gravedigger, which makes him really cool. And Soline's the best burst 3 in that fight. That's actually not true. But she's pretty good. I think Red Hood still beats her out. But yeah, honestly, it's not that bad, though. Okay, let's give the Resilience Cube back over. Let's give her... This fight does kind of teleport a bit, so I don't really want to give her a Resilience Cube. But I don't want to give her the Bastion Cube either, so I guess Resilience is the way to go. Take Black Shadow Scarlets for now. Resilience here. What cube do I give her? Wingman? Agent, Bastion, Resilience. They'd all probably be good. Feels like it should just be... Let's give her... Yeah, maybe Resilience. Man, I'm fucking up all my cubes. I mean, we might as well go with the trend. Let's give her the same cube. Why not? Whole team's already running it anyway. I'm gonna have to go through all the cubes and fix them again. That's gonna be torturous. But, yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, Lapis isn't bad in the Gravedigger fight either. Element advantage, plus multiple boss parts that can be, skewered. Yeah, Lost Hacker is constantly bugged or broken. Is it? You know, I'm not healing for as much as I'd like. Kinda taking a little too much damage here. Oh, that's fine. Don't know if I like that. Don't know if I like that. Privity's almost dead. Oh! Oh god. That moment when you notice Privity's on like a sliver of fucking health. Oh, is she dead? No, 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 no. She has no cover. Okay. That's not as bad as it could be, though. Okay, we got rid of the turret. Dude, Privity's not healing. Heal! 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 Why are you not healing? Heal now! Okay, she's got cover. Let's try not to break all of them. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Too Privy still dying. Is Honest dead? 54 seconds. 54 fucking seconds. Okay, well, it's fine. I just need to not shoot at all with Biscuit. Not even once. Not even once. Dude, this fight's so stressful. I'm like panicking because I see them taking damage. I know that they're gonna die later in the fight if I don't stop them from taking damage. If you're wondering why I'm just switching to those units and kind of fucking over the burst rotations a little bit. Or not rotations, but just the burst itself a little bit. Okay, we're not gonna shoot. We're not gonna shoot. Hopefully that delayed long enough to not be in a terrible spot. I'll just taking damage, I'll just take the damage. Again. And Privity died. I was looking at Honest taking damage and I only noticed it right at the end that Privity needed to take cover. It was shooting both of them simultaneously. But only at the end. It started by only shooting at Honest and then like the last 2 seconds there, some kind of turret just... God, I didn't even survive as long as last fight. Is it because my Nihilister isn't strong enough? Oh, we're not killing the turrets as fast as we probably could. Nihilister's on the verge of dying. Love that. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my... I looked away for 1 second, dude. She had so much health a second ago. Where'd it go? Oh my god. I don't understand how they're taking so much fucking damage. Yeah, looking at Privity because her health is low. Staring at Privity because her health is low. How'd you get hit? I switched to her. Samurata's is taking damage. Okay. Oh my god, they both almost died. Please don't break everything. What the fuck? What? What? Why didn't the rocket break it? I can't shoot the rocket launcher if the QTE is up, but for some reason I could shoot through it there for some, like what? So I shot at the boss and it didn't break the QTE when it normally would. Holy shit, what the fuck is happening? I was trying not to use the rocket launcher because I knew that the rocket launcher breaks everything. But at the end I was like, oh, it's fine, the rocket launcher will break everything. And then the rocket went through and hit the boss instead of the QTE. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you fucking mean? That was the whole reason I wasn't shooting. I don't understand. Oh my god. I went out of my way not to shoot. Oh my god. That felt so wildly inconsistent. I have no idea why. What the fuck happened? Can I shoot down here? That's probably what happened. I can shoot, but only after the QTs are gone. Yeah, okay. That's what happened. At least it's consistent. Which also means that's exactly why I was able to shoot with Tia on the other one. Which means now I know why I was so ineffective damage-wise. I need to pay close attention to Privity right now. She's doing the big dying. Oh. Okay, so I just have to wait for everyone to shoot, and then I can shoot the boss down here for a little bit. And then I can break the QTEs. And now nobody has cover. After the first time in the fight where we all had cover. It's so short-lived. Semiramis is dying, I don't like that. Heal. There you go. Now I can shoot down here. Okay. Our game plan actually worked for this fight. Oh my god. We died, but I don't give a fuck. Oh my god. All that for 600,000 damage, man. Fuck me. Why are my teams so weak? I don't understand. Oh, that's cool. They just added this. This wasn't here before. It was whenever you were playing in solo raid and you challenged the boss, you could never see like other people's teams in the top ranking. So I'd always have to check the teams before I started playing. I don't know when they added that, but now I can see what teams there were. That's really cool. I like that. I don't know when they added that, but that's massive quality of life. Because I know for a fact that wasn't there before. Since that was one thing I would always complain about, is the fact that the second I start the fight, I couldn't see what people's teams were. Okay. Well, that just leaves this team, which should hopefully be easy. The reason I left them for last is because this team's got... It's got healing, it's got good cover repair, it's got Modernia on it. It should be easy, right? Easy win, right? And I don't have to worry about anything going wrong or going poorly for me. This is fine. This is exactly where I want to be. These cubes are all kinds of messed up. Okay. There we go. This is fine. When Shift Up sends a survey, we're all gonna say this raid was dog shit, right? It doesn't help that they built a raid around Stormbringer, aka probably the worst fight in the entire game, in my opinion. And here's the thing I was worried about. Playing Black Shadow Scarlet's hard as shit. I could just play as Modernia, but I know in theory a human should play Black Shadow Scarlet more effectively than the computer can. Because you can animation cancel. Oh my god, I almost died and I wasn't even paying attention. He's so much harder than everybody else. I'm like not breathing. Oh, Jesus. Hey! Wait, hold on. Wait, it didn't tell me what that was. Wait, what just happened? Thank you so very much for... I can't tell what that was. Hold on. Oh, I can actually use YouTube to go back. For some reason, my mini feed didn't show it. Hey, Seth! Thanks very much for dropping the $7 pledge onto the Patreon. I appreciate that. Super, super kind of you to be doing. I'm going to be doing my best in the future. You know, to getting good content up on there. I mean, I say in the future. I've already updated it. It's already something that I'm going to be... what is the word? updating consistently on the month-to-month basis with some exclusive content. So hopefully that's something that you're going to be enjoying. But thank you so very much. It really truly does mean a lot to me, and hopefully you enjoy the content that's already on there, and look forward to the content that is to come. I'm not sure if you are in the chat right now, but if you are, and that's how maybe you found it, thank you. I do genuinely appreciate it. It helps a ton. How do you animation cancel Scarlet? Whenever a character goes back to cover, you can click, like, so essentially charge their shot. So instead of going back to cover to reload, because what happened, maybe I should explain it this way. When a character with any weapon really goes to shoot, they'll shoot their magazine and then go back to cover and reload, right? Sniper rifles and rocket launchers are very weird in this way, in that the computer will always fire one shot fully charged, go back to cover, even though they don't need a reload, and then they'll come back out to shoot another shot. You don't need to do that, and that's a very particular thing about the way that the computer plays the game, right? Or the AI plays the game. So when you play as them, you don't need to go back to cover. You can instead fire your shot, and if your timing is on point, it's not as fast as possible. It's a little, there's like a little delay, so you kind of have to get used to the rhythm. But once you get into that rhythm, you can stop your character from going back to cover, and you can just fire again, if that makes any sense. So it's a very particular rhythm that you have to keep in mind. And all you do to cancel it is you just click mouse 1. That's it. So you see how she's not going back to cover? Albeit, I do think Black Shadow Scarlet might be unique in this way, or not super unique in this way. The AI might not actually do that. Yeah, I did think about that for a second. I'm like, actually, I don't recall the AI jumping back out of cover. It might just be particular to only other... I might have given you some bad misinformation. Apologies. Because as you can see, the AI is not animation canceling. Or rather, is animation canceling. You can kind of see it in the bottom left there. So maybe there's no reason to ever play. The thing is, I know that she does do better in manual play, so I do wonder about that. Maybe they stay at max charge for a little too long, something to that effect. It must be that, because I'm shooting faster than the computer was a second ago. Like, you can see it. I'm not paying attention. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I wanted to show you that, hey, look, when Black Shadow Scarlet is being used by the AI, the shooting rate is ever so slightly slower than what I was doing. And then I wasn't paying attention, fucked up the QTEs. I like pairing Alice with Black Shadow Scarlet. I generally do too. The only reason I'm not doing that is because, at least from what people in the solo raid have been doing, they've been splitting them up, specifically because Red Hood and Alice can benefit from Killer Wife D's Pierce effects. So I guess what a lot of people are figuring is that it makes more sense to split them up for this solo raid, as much as they do probably have the best like 2-unit synergy in the game. Fuck this boss. I like, also to Bobby Venture, how's it going? And also LSMFT12. Thanks very much for being here as well. But yeah, as far as the animation cancel stuff, now that I look at it, the CPU doesn't quite go back to cover, but they also do definitely shoot slower than a human would. That being said, a human with perfect timing. As you can, like, at the start of this fight, I was definitely fucking up that timing. Once I get into the rhythm, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna play as Noir for a second so you can kind of see it. Actually, now she's gonna charge fast, but... 2... Makes a lot of sense. Glad Killer D is a good unit. Yeah, she's a really good unit. So I'm happy that we have another cooldown reduction unit that isn't summer limited. Since that was a problem with Summer Helm, is that she was summer limited. So a lot of people, if you didn't play the game at that time, or maybe you didn't... Sorry, I'm thinking so hard about what I'm doing. If you didn't play the game at that time, or say you didn't pull for her because you didn't have the currency at the time to do it, then you're kind of shit out of luck. I missed 2 full charge shots. 3. Hate that. 4. Oh, I'm playing very poorly. Hey, thanks very much for dropping the raid. One moment. That is gonna be Mayumi Yoruno. Apologies. Sorry, I saw the starlight underneath it. My brain was getting confused. But how goes it? How goes it? What's up? Thanks very much for dropping the raid. I can get you a shout out here. Hold on, making sure that I don't misspell anything. There we go. Shoutouts, of course. Oh, you're playing some Nikke. How'd that go? What's up? Were you doing the solo raid out of curiosity? Because I'm doing it right now, and I'm suffering a lot. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Hopefully things are treating you nicely, of course. To anybody jumping in who doesn't know who I am, hello, I'm Captivate. Usually, you would see me here drawing big anime titty. But we also like doing some Nikke from time to time whenever we do solo raid, co-op, all that. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content regardless of what we're doing in that respect. But how goes it? How goes it? We were talking about the ReZero collab. Ah, I see you. I see you. Dude, I love ReZero in general, so I'm pretty hyped. I know that a lot of people... I've heard a lot of people kind of down on it. Maybe some people are, you know, worried about, like, oh, ReZero's not super hype, or, oh, maybe there's not enough fan service in the designs, or, oh, they don't fit with the universe, but... As my rebuttal to all of those things, I feel like Rem and Rom look perfect in terms of the aesthetic of the game. I mean, they fit with the main characters. I feel like it's fine. In terms of hype around it, I mean, the next season's coming out either sometime this year, maybe at the start of next year. So really excited about that. I think it's going to be awesome. And I think there's a good way to drum up some of that hype. And as far as, like, not fan servicey enough, but they're, like, so waifuable. All 3 of them. Why would you not want, like, awesome waifus? So I don't know. I'm a big fan. I like it a lot. And those are, I feel, the biggest points I usually hear people bring up when they're kind of negative on the collab. Out of curiosity, what are your own thoughts on the collab? Fuck this solo raid. This solo raid has been a bit rough. Also, thanks very much to Brode, Mayumi Yoruno, and Andre. Thank you guys so very much for dropping the follow. I certainly do appreciate that. Thank you. You're a big fan of ReZero? It's one of my favorite series for sure. I really enjoyed seasons 1 and season 2 part 1. I wasn't the biggest fan of season 2 part 2. I definitely do think it kind of ruined a bit of what that arc had set up in part 1, but I still liked it. I thought it was still good. So maybe if I were to rank each season that we've had so far and split season 2 up into part 1 and part 2, I'd say season 1's like a 9, season 2 part 1 is like a 10, and then season 2 part 2 is like a 8. I think they're all really good. Super excited for waifu Rem. I'm excited. Rem's one of my favorite characters ever, so I'm excited to get access to her as a Nikke. You know what I mean? So it'll be a good time, in my opinion. Also, I'm just gonna let the computer play Black Shadow Scarlet. I'm kind of over it, honestly. I'm over trying to get it more perfectly down the computer. Oh, I should be shooting his Modernia. That was really bad. I I don't know what I was thinking other than part of me was like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. Don't worry. Bullets don't go where I'm shooting. It's fine. Say, if you don't have a Rem figure, are you even a fan? Yeah, exactly. Can you even call yourself a fan? Like, in my estimation, probably not. Realistically, probably not. If you're wondering why I'm playing Noir, I mean, I could play Modernia, but I feel like this is fine. Just easier. When it comes to tracking the core, which I mean, I know the core hasn't spawned in yet, but when it comes to tracking the core, I do think that this fight's kind of finicky, and I'd rather the computers track it than me. And when I play Noir, I don't have to worry so much about tracking the core, or having Modernia perfectly track it, for example. Like right now, both of them are gonna just perfectly track it, and I don't have to worry. That's good. Like right here, the boss, I believe, does indeed have a core. Yeah, it does. So I'm trying not to just mess up the computer's aim at that point. I should have been shooting as Modernia. That was really bad. That was beyond terrible. I tried to get away with being greedy. I should have broken more of those circles. One's like 4 or 5 Rem figurines. Still a rookie. It's true. It's true. Feels. I gotta pump up those rookie numbers. You know what I mean? How dare I call myself a Rem fan, when in reality I'm merely an intermediate Rem enjoyer. I was looking at Black Shadow Scarlet's HP, and I could have had her take cover, but I was curious to see if she would live. Like, what is the threshold on that attack for her in particular, since I hadn't paid attention until now. And I don't think I need to take cover from this attack either, so I think we should be fine. Now, one thing I do need to remember is playing Modernia right here. I'm doing this. Let's break a couple of those. There we go. Thank you so very much for dropping the, I believe those are bits, right? Sorry, I haven't looked yet. I will check in just a moment. Thanks very much for the 300 bits to Darkslayer. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Super, super kind of you to be doing. Hopefully I provided you a worthwhile stream so far. Still just doing the solo raid. Hopefully it's not too boring. I know it's not quite what we usually do for art, you know, on the stream, but hopefully it's still fun and interesting. Even if it's mostly just about me malding. I mean, I hope that my malding is fun. I hope watching me lose hair in real time is a fun time, at the very least. Also, thanks very much for the gifted... Oh, holy shit. Yo! Yo, thanks very much to Yangarang for dropping the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. First 5 subs gifted in the channel, by the way. And these ones going over to, might be a little easier to read them here. Fallen MK1, Young Create Art, Russell, Vincent Omnia Veritas, and Ghost, is it Ghost Tapper of the Egg Sabata. I hope I said your name properly. I tried my best, but thank you so very much for the gifted subs. It's really, really rare these days that we get any gifted subs to the channel, so thank you so very much for the support. Genuinely, it helps a lot, and I want you to know that actually it really, really does help, so thank you so very much. I hope that I'm able to provide you some cool stuff to listen into. Hopefully you're enjoying the vibe of the stream. Like I said, usually we do art streams where I just kind of shoot the shit, talk about whatever, but hopefully you're enjoying the Nikke streams as well, you know what I mean? So thank you so very much, dude. Thank you. Hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. One day I want to start collecting Jalter figures. Ooh, that sounds quite nice. I definitely do like Jean Alter's design from the Fate series. There are a lot of good Fate designs, honestly. Like in terms of, I don't know, some of my favorite Fate characters. They're probably up there, some of my favorite anime designs of all time, even if I am not the biggest, like, Fate fan in the world. I do like Fate, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm just not somebody who maybe keeps up with, like, the gacha games all the time or everything. Or, like, new releases and whatnot. But I do enjoy Fate, and Jean Alter is definitely one of my favorite designs as well. Okay, fight's going alright so far. Okay, luckily we all have full cover for this. That sucks that Modernity had to reload right then and there. If you're wondering why I feathered the shot, by the way... Oh, that was not good. I don't know why they... Did you guys see that? Even though I wasn't aiming at the top right, the AI just decided to break it on its own. That sucks. I'm actually going to lose out on quite a bit of damage towards the end here. Maybe like 30 seconds of damage. I say quite a bit. I mean, 30 seconds is a lot. But... I don't think I even need to bother breaking the QTE. Oh. Yeah, even though I was controlling Modernity to shoot bottom left, all the units broke the QTE top right. That was really strange. I don't know why that happened. I shall grab food. I'll leave you to lurk. Or I'll leave you up to lurk. Have fun. And always nice to meet Nikke streamers. Yo, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here. We stream Nikke whenever there's like a co-op, solo raid, all that. Or just cool things in general. Sometimes I stream my polls on stream as well. Hopefully you are enjoying your time in the stream. And, you know, if you're going to be dropping a lurk to grab some food, hopefully you have a wonderful meal, you know? Let me see if I missed... Because I know I was doing the solo raid for a little bit. Hopefully I'm not missing too much here. Oh, and Yang, thanks very much for giving a tier 1 sub. This one's going over to K2580. Thank you so very much again. Like I said, it is not often that we get gifted subs to the channel, and each one generally... I was about to say generally as opposed to genuinely. Genuinely helps out a ton, and I don't want that to go understated, so thank you, thank you. I hope that what we're providing here is worthy of that level of support, you know what I mean? She's up there. I'm sure Rem's just as cultured as any weave. I'm a fan, I'm a fan. Oh, and let's see, do you ever win in this game? I mean, I guess you could consider this winning in a way. Not really, because my B team just matched my A team's damage. It's not good. But, you know, it happens. It happens that way sometimes. Let's see, how badly did we do? What's the damage? What's the damage? What? What? Hello? I'm kind of the GOAT. You guys know that? She's kind of freaky with it, you know what I'm saying? Like... Dude. I genuinely thought I was getting fucked. I know how I could literally get a higher score right now. I don't want to. Did you get Soline in there though? No. See, that's why I'm kind of like iffy on these solo rates. I don't care so much to go for like top on the leaderboards. Solely because Soline isn't as usable as she was like 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I would argue, yeah, 6 to 8 months ago, I would have argued that Soline is a top 3 burst 3 in the game and just massively underrated. With enough investment in her, with the right overloads, she actually functions really well against particular bosses. And in those particular fights, top 3, easily. And then they introduced Red Hood, and then Summer Honest, and then Winter Lavilla, and then all these characters just like pushed her down the list, where they're just objectively better than her. And it just feels bad, so I hope that she gets a treasure that, you know, kind of beefs her up, you know what I mean? I meant overall beat the game. Oh, you could, like, finish the story mode and all that. They add new chapters every about 3 months or so. So, I mean, if you beat the game in terms of, you know, completing the story. Yeah, you can complete the story, but the story's ongoing. Screenshot that? I'll screenshot it. For how much I hated this solo raid, to get my best ranking is pretty weird. I'm probably not going to stay at 149 because it's still early in the night, but... Wow. Here's the thing, too. If you look at... Or the reason why I don't think... Let's just go to mock battle so I can show you. The reason I know I could do better is because this team I failed on tremendously. I didn't quite understand the mechanics of the QTE, so I delayed my burst rotations during QTEs, and I also broke the QTEs as fast as I could on other attempts. And I think on my final attempt, I broke the QTEs as fast as possible and probably lost like 9 seconds of shooting. So I already know that if I had done this again, not that I'm going to, fuck that. But if I do this again, I know how I would do it. Honestly, I can't tell if this solo raid was worse than Chatterbox or not. I like Chatterbox a lot. The solo raid boss fight for him, though, was really rough. I did not like that. I was not a fan. 7 billion for top 1 now. Yesterday I saw 4 billion top 1, next day 5 billion, next day 6 billion. Yeah, people are just optimizing. It was really hard to come up with teams for this solo raid, so it makes sense. But yeah, I've been stockpiling a whole bunch of crystals so I can re-roll my Soline stats. Because as good as they are, like all of these are good. Max ammo, hit rate, max ammo, attack, crit rate. These are all good, but she has 0 element damage. And right now the only fights that Soline is considered super viable in is where she has element advantage. So I need to get her... A, more attack rolls with higher numbers on them. This one's really high, but this one isn't. And B, I need whatchamacallit, element. Privity, who's your super invested fire Nikke? Is my super invested fire Nikke? Probably, I mean Alice probably, or Modernia. These two are super invested. That being said, my Alice overloads are okay. Could be a lot better. I think I only have 1 element damage. Yeah, I only have 1 element damage, but I do have 1 attack, 2 attack. I have 2 attack, and quite a bit of max ammo, which is good. So, I mean, her kit... Oh, do I have no charge speed? No, I have 1 charge speed. Okay. This charge speed, if I recall, could be much higher, though. Thank you very much for dropping the 300 biddies. Thanks very much for all the biddies, by the way, Darkslayer. Like I said, it helps a lot, and I hope that you're enjoying the stream. My gacha/guilty pleasure game is Azure Lane. I have collected all the ship girls that I can obtain. Do you also collect girls in this game too? Yeah, I tried to get all of them. I did skip a couple banners because I didn't have the resources at the time to pull for them, and the characters themselves weren't that good. So the only characters I'm missing right now are Moran and Aid, but they're on my wish list, so I'll get them eventually. Oh, and I'm also missing Makima, because when she came out, I didn't really see the point in her kit, because I wasn't very good at the game at the time. And I had no resources, so I was like, oh, I'll just save. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. Because Makima is really annoying in the arena, and I would have loved to have dished that out to other people. Also, really quickly, I will be right back. I'm just going to use the restroom. Give me just a moment. Yeah, Neilister is fire element, for sure. Oh, and as far as, I think I already answered the question about the super invested fire Nikke, right? It was between her and Modernia. I put a ton of investment in Modernia too. Here are her overloads. Max ammo attack, max ammo element damage crit rate, and crit rate element damage. So these are generally all really good. I would love more attack, obviously. I'd love more ammo, but I can't be too mad about those overloads. In any case, I'll be right back. Give me just a bit.
こでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。ご主人様のメイドプリバッティはここでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。ご主人様のメイドプリバッティはここでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。ご主人様のメイドプリバッティはここでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。ご主人様のメイドプリバッティはここでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。ご主人様のメイドプリバッティは ここでお待ちしています。いってらっしゃいませ。
Okay, we're back. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Is that a skin for this character? No, this is a different character entirely. So you're thinking Privity. Oh wait, hold on. Wrong Privity. You're thinking Privity, like the regular one, where she does actually have a whole bunch of skins. Let's see. There's this skin from the cash shop. There's this skin from the mission pass. And then obviously the default Privity over here. But they recently released an alternate version of Privity, which is the Catgirl made Privity. So not a skin, but an entirely unique character using, or rather an entirely unique version of the character. So this version of her, instead of being an assault rifle, is a shotgun. And instead of being water element, is electric. $15 out of 10 design. Oh, this is easily my favorite design to the game. Easily. So, as a big Nikke fan, I enjoy twin-tailed Catgirl maids. And tsundere character types are also my favorite, or character traits are also my favorite. So, 10 out of 10, perfect character, really. 15 out of 10, perfect character. Let's see. I think I did a 10 pull earlier, right? So I should have some... I was hoping I had enough of these to do a 2 pull on the high quality molds. Unfortunately, I don't have quite enough. Privity is just Cap's character. He owns the right to Privity. I love Privity, and I'm also a big Soline fan. She hasn't had a single skin, though, which makes me so sad. Because Soline's my spirit animal. Like, look, she's got the dual SMGs. She's awesome, you know? And people underrate her. Imagine. Imagine if that's the reason she's my spirit animal. No, I just like her because she's great, and people don't play her, even though she's actually really good. But she does require a heavy amount of investment to even be considered good, and her skill 1 literally doesn't work. So all of those things combined make her like kind of a tough pick for people to invest in, but she's quite good. Cap underrated for real. Yeah, there's just something about this character that just really speaks to me. It's just she's so unrated, and I feel like that's so me for real. Let's just be full of myself for a second. Of course. I don't know if there's actually that much more I need to do because we just finished the solo raid. I don't know if there's. Did I already do my arena stuff? I think I did. Yeah. Maybe I could push the tribe tower a little bit. Julia's my favorite non-pilgrim. I like Julia a lot too. She's also one of those characters that is in desperate need of a buff. She's another one of those characters that you need to invest in, like 10-10-10 across the board or something. Actually, let me see. It's not 10-10-10, but it's pretty high, only for her to be a decent unit. Which kind of sucks. Actually, yeah, she literally... In order to be considered a decent unit, you need 10-10-10 across the board, and you need to pair her with Mast. And she doesn't pair that well with Bast. There's so many things you need to do for her to be considered an okay unit. You need to get perfect overloads with crit rate and crit damage and attack, or crit rate, attack, and element damage, like across the board. And it's hard, man. And even then, she's not even that good. Like, even if with everything being super optimal. Is the character skill level based on breast size in this game? I wish. No, in terms of skill level, they've got the different attributes. Also, Darkslayer, what's up? Thanks very much for the 100 biddies. Oh, wasn't I about to do the trap tower? I think I clicked away, or clicked off it by accident. Let's see if I can push the trap tower. I haven't tried pushing it in a little while, so I should be okay. Let's see how it goes. We try to do another solo raid? Probably not. No, I'm okay with top. Like, as much as I could probably get much higher up, I don't really care to. I don't know, the fights were just so unenjoyable, I really don't want to do them again. Or that Stormbringer fight's so unenjoyable, I really don't want to do it. Just going to ignore all of the enemies around. There we go. I was just being humble. Of course. That's what being humble sounds like. Surely. Okay, that was a stage I was stuck on for a decent bit. So, I guess all I had to do was wait a few weeks, get my characters up a couple of levels, and we were chilling. I also might not be using a super optimal team. Oh. Mistake on my part. Tia lost her cover. Which will affect my team's damage pretty significantly. Oh my god, so many whiffs. I'm whiffing. Not like this. Because I don't think I'll be able to kill the boss during that burst. Might as well kill all the other units. I have 20 more days, give or take, before I get an A-lister. Not bad. How much have you spent on skins? Sorry, camera's falling away. I'm actually not sure off the top of my head. I mean, usually I buy the mission pass, which comes with the skin. So in terms of spending money on the skins, it's more like I'm spending money on the mission pass and the skin comes with it. In terms of skins I bought purely for the skin, and not for what they came with, maybe like $100. Nah, it's gotta be more like 140 over the course of the game being out. That being said, I buy the mission passes, and that they come with skins, so it depends on whether or not you qualify that for your question. Because if we're saying, oh, how much have you spent on the mission pass, it'd be a lot more. Ooh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, please, please, please. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Why was I even worried? I was definitely... I get what the dono cost was for... I was gonna ask what the dono cost was for a run. Oh, okay. I need to ask a couple questions first. What characters do you have, like, fully invest... What... How much of the cast would you say you have fully invested? Like, are you missing any key components that would make life really hard? Oh, I can't break these. Oh, that's really tragic. Oh, wow, this stage is tragic in general. I can't complete it with this team. As for if you're wondering why I can't complete it with that team, it's because it requires units that shoot a lot. So I need a team that looks more like this. Let's just throw Solene in there for shits and giggles. Hell yeah.
私が全部解決してあげる。本気を見せてあげる。どこ見てるの？残念だったな。ここまでだ。学校生活の学生の本気を見せてあげる。なんか切れちゃった。
Okay, that actually worked pretty well. Solene wasn't necessary to that team, but I just really wanted to give Solene some time in the spotlight, you know? But the damage is pretty good. Let's see. Exactly 1,200 more points. Oh, for the, for what's her face, right? Neilister? Very nice, very nice. Oh, I probably should have used Solene's burst. I didn't see that unit in the back. Well, I guess it's fine. Modernity's burst deals with it probably even better. Oh, what is this? What is this stage? Actually, this works out perfectly because my Solene's burst can just snipe that boss. Wow, it doesn't do as much damage as I was hoping it would. We're fine. I guess it's because, considering I'm not using, well, it's just because Tia and Naga as a combo buff core damage, and her burst doesn't provide core damage. That makes sense. So, like, in reality, putting Solene here is kind of throwy, but it's fine. Oh, it's really throwy for this team as well, because now I'm only going to be able to burst twice. I didn't think about this. It's fine. How much damage we're looking at? Not great. Although, as long as we defeat the boss really fast, it should be fine. Can I tank this? Barely. Okay, stage is easy. I would rather pay more for skins rather than pay a small amount for pay-to-win services. Do you agree or disagree? I'd rather pay more for skins rather than pay a small amount for pay-to-win services? I mean, in general, I don't love pay-to-win as a model. I understand for gacha games why it has to be there, because that's where they're going to be making their money, but... yeah, I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings on the statement, I guess. Like, in a gacha game, I just understand that when you play a gacha game, it is pay to win. Maybe you have to pay a lot to get that win, but, you know, it's kind of just the system itself, right? Oh, that sucks. Killed our burst one. Never actually realized, but Solene has such a cool reload animation. I like Solene a lot. She's great. She has so many cool things about her. Obviously, she's not like optimal for this team, but I'm kind of overpowered for these levels anyway. Might as well use her while she's usable. It's been a while since I've gotten to use Solene as well. Is Naga enough to heal Soline here, or am I fucked? I might just be fucked. Yeah, I don't think I can heal off Naga for enough. Well, we'll see, we'll see. Maybe it won't be so bad. Okay, Naga, heal me. Heal me, Naga, heal me. I guess it doesn't matter. I wasn't paying attention to how much HP the boss had. It clearly wasn't that much. Yeah, she needs to have a treasure, like, as soon as possible. If you can make an executive decision, how would you dictate fun, maybe... How would you dictate a fun, maybe balanced game? What are we using as the base, out of curiosity? Like, am I saying... Are we using Nikke as the base? So, like, how would I dictate a fun and balanced game in Nikke? I would just make sure that every character is, like, viable within their own niches. I think that would be fun. It would allow you to experiment with your team compositions and all that. I don't know. It's weird with the gacha game. It's got a lot of moving elements. In terms of what I would find to be generally a really fun game, it would be like a competitive game where everyone's on, like, equal playing ground. Think like CS, you know? Like, the game is balanced by virtue of the fact that you switch sides. So yeah, like T side or ZT side might be favored on one map over another. It doesn't really matter that much. Soline with the cool RoboCop guns, the 2014 one, that's okay. Is there a RoboCop movie that came out in 2014? I can't say I'm super familiar, actually. Do you see the units cap? The units. Oh, let me scroll back up. Everyone except the new D, Moran, Ari, and Leona. I guess Moran, Ari, and Leona, or whatever. Without the new D is going to be super rough, though. Because now you don't have two A teams, more or less. You've got just the one leader to split. Because the thing is, you basically have to have leader then in your bunnies team for the cover regeneration. Which kind of kneecaps your damage a bit. It means that you have to have volume on a different team. Then you're using Summer Helm, which means you're kind of limited on what healers you can use. You could maybe do a Pepper team, that wouldn't be too bad. For heals, or maybe even a Rapunzel team. I feel like it'd have to be a lot, because I definitely did suffer, but at the same time, I don't know. Because on one hand, my gut is saying something like $50, but on the other hand, I know that that's pretty unreasonable. I guess I have to look at it from the angle of, like, in that time, like, it would probably take me an hour or two to do that off stream in time I would have otherwise spent drawing. So I guess I could look at it like maybe that's fair in that it's costing me drawing time, but I don't know, it still sounds kind of steep. I'm just trying to get to 3% so it doesn't have to be great. Yeah, but the fight's also a headache regardless. I guess regardless of where you're trying to go with it. Please tell me that's hitting the guy over there. Okay, sick. And Regin's dead. Was not paying attention. Was your waifu a Nikke? I've got quite a few. There are a lot of good waifu characters in Nikke. It's hard to pick just one, you know? Maybe I'd say Privity. Maybe I would say Modernia. A lot of directions you can go with it. I think they're all pretty viable. Always enlightening watching your Nikke streams, so I don't know crap about the raids. I do my best. There's one thing I do want to double check though. Because something I've heard but haven't actually sat down to do myself is, so earlier I was asked, whatchamacallit? Ooh, this stage is rough. Earlier I was asked about how I do the animation cancel with Black Shadow Scarlet, and I've heard people say that you can do the animation cancel and therefore play better manually. And it kind of felt like it, but I haven't like measured the frame rate, or the frames between when I manually could shoot her gun versus when the computer would manually shoot, or would automatically shoot her gun rather. And it does make me interested in knowing how true that is. Just because, I mean, it probably is true, but I haven't sat down to verify it. It's just, you know, I heard it and I kind of just accepted it at face value. But the more I look at it, when we were playing that solo raid, it's like, if there is a difference, it's probably not that great. So I kind of want to know, like, what is the difference between someone manually playing Black Shadow Scarlet versus, say, just allowing the computer to play Black Shadow Scarlet? Hell, is the computer even better? Like, is playing manually the wrong move? I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I feel like this is something, like, you know, Sky has probably already covered in one of his videos. I bet you I could probably sift through his content to find it, but... Dude, the stage is rough. Hold on, let's try this. I just need to be able to burst like right out the gate. There's a lot of collab hits I could get right at the start. Or not. Uh-oh. No cover, that sucks. Thanks very much to Darkslayer for dropping the raid. Appreciate that. Thank you. Or not the raid, sorry, my brain shut off. Thank you so very much for dropping the bits. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, I was thinking so hard about the stage and how the stage is going so far, which, you know, it's not great. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Now my Soline's doing like no damage. And I also can't burst again. Obviously this team wasn't built for this kind of stage since I can only burst twice. But maybe it's fine, I just have to survive for 8 seconds. There we go. You going by usefulness or by pure lust, personality, horny, something? Let's see. Oh, as far as waifu? Honestly, just kind of a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? In terms of I like the design, I like the character's personality, maybe their design's really fan servicey and kind of horny in that respect. There are a lot of characters I like. I don't know. Like, I really like Privity. I mean, Maid Privity in particular would be my favorite iteration, but... You know, Twin-tailed Tsundere character, in terms of the Maid Cat Girl one, I mean, it's a Maid Cat Girl, 10 out of 10. I like Modernia a lot, just because she's a really adorable character. I mean, I like Soline because I vibe with her. I really like Soline. Naga have great designs. Noir and Blanc have great designs. Viper's one of my favorite characters, easily, in my opinion, maybe the best design in the game. Probably. And I like her personality, too. Yeah, I don't know who I would say in terms of like who would I say is the best, like definitively. I don't know. And again, thank you so very much for the 200 biddies. I appreciate that. Cat provided me with some. Oh, I already read that. Oh, in terms of the amazing luck, who'd you get? Out of curiosity, did you just do some polls? Time check. It is getting a little past midnight, so I'll probably head out in just a bit. We'll keep going, or I'll keep doing a couple more stages, and then we'll head out. Oh yeah, Rupee is great as well. A lot of great characters. Try to be very mindful of all these units not shooting Soline. Luckily we have Soline still alive, so we can use Soline's burst here to just insta-kill the boss. She probably still got out damaged by Modernia, but I'm curious. Yeah. Makes sense. There were a lot of units that Modernia got to shoot with her burst. I mean, and in general, Modernia is just going to deal more damage. I just like stages where Soline's able to keep up, that's all. This really shows me how long it's been since I tried to push Tribe Tower. I'm kind of just breezing past these stages. I'm even like half-heartedly playing them and kind of throwing just by using Soline. And I'm still able to push past these stages pretty effectively. Ooh, that's aiming at Soline, isn't it? It's just fun to play with this team comp. I know it's basically the same as using Snow White in this slot, because I'm using Soline to one-shot bosses, but Soline just, her gun feels so much better than Snow White's. And she's so much cooler. She's so underrated. I mean, you could probably throw just about any Burst 3 into this slot and they do just fine, but this one's fun. Oh. Oh, did I miss? I can't tell. I think I did. Yeah, dude, these stages have been kind of a little too easy. I want to check what my power, my combat power deficit is, because it feels like I'm breezing past these when I shouldn't be. I was literally stuck at one of those stages for a while, so that's why it's on my mind. I guess the combat power deficit isn't that crazy. It's 130,000. I'm at 42. People that have cleared like 41. This person cleared it way before I did. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We'll get to stage 290 and then we'll call it a day. How about that? So 2 more stages.
最後くらいは綺麗に残したいよ。私を信じて。私が全部
I waited a bit for the boss to spawn in so I can get my Soline's burst off. There we go. Hey, Solar, what's up? Hey, Cap, I'm looking to get a new monitor. I'm not sure which one to get since my knowledge of monitors is quite low. I found 3 that caught my eye at a similar price point. All 3 of them are 165 Hz. 2 of them are 24 inch at 300 to 350 nits. I don't know what nits is here. And 1 is 27 inch at 250. By nits, do you mean hertz? As in, like, that's the refresh rate, perhaps? I assume so, because, I mean... Huh. 250 nits. I'm not sure if I should go with the 27-inch one. I've actually never heard of nits. Monitor nits? Meaning? What is a nit? Nit are unit of brightness. A nit is a unit of measurement to describe how bright. Oh. I don't really look at nits whenever I'm buying a screen. I look at the refresh rate, I look at the color accuracy, and those are the things I care about the most. Also, Dumpster Fire Bread, how's it going? But yeah, interesting. I've never thought about using brightness as a reason to buy something. Generally, I actually want my screens quite dark. I don't like when my eyes are blasted with bright lights. But I want good color accuracy, because art, right? That, and I also want a good refresh rate because Counter-Strike. So for those 2 things, I'd look for something that has, I mean, bare minimum 144 Hertz, ideally 240. Although 240 is kind of, you have to have a really beefy PC if you want to run a game at 240 Hertz. Or at 240 for FPS in order, if you want a game to run at 240 FPS to take advantage of your 240 Hertz monitor, right? Yeah, I guess I don't know, you can go either way if you want the bigger screen, smaller screen, regardless of whatever you're willing to pay. I would look more into the, I mean, because you do art as well, I would look into color accuracy. I think color accuracy is big. Who am I pulling for in the collab? I'm pulling for all of them. So, Rem and Amelia. I want at least 1 copy of both. And depending on who has the better kit, I'll probably pull more copies. I'm not going to win this fight. I can already feel it. This team's bad for that, for this fight. She's weak to wind, right? There we go. Let me just double check. Can I see? I can't see the fight. That sucks. Modernia is usually weak to wind. So I'm just going to assume that that's the case here as well. So we're gonna bring the wings down. Now we're gonna break that wing as she's transitioning into the next stage so we can get a little bit more damage off. I'm gonna go for collat hits. Oh, can I not break it in time? I can't, okay. I'm gonna give up on trying to break that wing. Please get burst fast enough, please. Please. No, it's not happening. There's no way. It's fine. We'll go one more stage here. Go to cover. Ah, I didn't think they'd break it that fast. Is this worth continuing? 400 bars of health? Nah. Not even. Not even close. So what I'm trying to do... This team's actually... It's kind of hard to do it on this team, actually. I'm trying to break the wing when she transitions to the middle ground there. Because if you do that, you actually get a little bit more damage out. Because she takes a ton of damage when she loses a boss part. And she'll just regenerate the parts if she's in the transition phase to... Or if she's transitioning into that phase. If that makes any sense. So So I think I might be able to get it here with Alice. Leave it as a sliver of health. Break it as she transitions, and she regenerates. So you see how I'm essentially able to skip the teleporting phase while getting more damage, because now there are more boss parts to kill. Same thing here, except this time, the second time you do it, you need to bring both wings down without killing them. So I'm going to bring that wing really low, and I broke it. That's not good. Yeah, because then that'll happen. I can still probably roll with this run. I think we could break one of these wings before she's done teleporting. Maybe not. This is bad. Yeah, fuck me. So you can only do that strat twice, if that makes any sense. You can do it once to break the second wing, but if you want to do it again, you need to break both wings in that, like, transition phase, which is really hard to do. It's very particular. How many? 415 bars of HP. We're not even that close. So I probably would have had to hit that strat twice in order to complete that boss fight. That's my guess. But yeah, that's fine. We'll do that stage some other time. I know it's getting a bit late already. So here, let's find a place to raid. Who's online? Let's see. Okay. I think I've got just the place to send you, to send you guys to. So when you get there, I would appreciate, of course, if you were to drop follows, say hello, and be the kind and inviting people I'd always expect. Today was Wednesday, right? So I guess we have our 2-day break. I'm going to... Yeah, we have our 2-day break. So I'm going to try to focus on getting my commission stuff done in the next day. Probably tonight if I can. Time-lapse should hopefully go up on Friday. Or I guess I could do it today. I mean, there's no reason I couldn't. Is there anything else I should probably do? I want to finish the Matama piece too. I've been working on it for quite a while. It'd be nice to get some new stuff onto the stream. So I'll figure all that stuff out. But in the meantime, that's going to be the game plan. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days. If you guys want to check out all my links here in the chat, Twitter, Pixiv, Instagram, if you have an account on any of these websites, I'd greatly appreciate any support that came my way, right? Let's see. Merch store, if you want to pick up any Boob Mouse Pats, posters, stickers, or wall scrolls, or desk mats. I need to get used to saying all of those things, because desk mats coming soon as well. And a Patreon if you wanted to support me there. It helps a lot. If you're looking for some of my exclusive drawings, I plan to do a lot more of those there on the month-to-month basis, so stay tuned for all of that, but there's plenty of stuff available there already if you want to check it out. So if you wanted to download my pieces, see what they look like layer to layer, perhaps you're an artist and might find that stuff interesting. I hope that that's stuff that might be very helpful, right? Dark Slayers, well, thank you so very much for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, it genuinely helps a lot. I don't want that to go unnoticed, so thank you, thank you. I hope that I'm able to provide you some good stuff, you know what I mean? Same thing to Yang, thank you so very much for all the support in today's stream. And I will be back online on Saturday, so I'll see you guys then. But other than that, take care, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next stream as well. Peace out.